lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Run. 180! Now here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 61. Matchbox lights. Tighten up. Hurry!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And some room to work. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in from Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's going to be a long day.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He makes Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go. 180. Let's go. 133.
Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you count
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Landry, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This is Ingram on first and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
20, Browns 14.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. On trot. Number 53.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A run for Nick Chubb. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On the carry, it's Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They run. Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48. Switch. Hey, Haywood.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Snead's got it. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's been a long day for you.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Jackson, able to shake him off, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Every day, any day. Check.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
King. 20.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's what I do.
From the gun, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Run.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Any weapon. Hurry.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield now. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
53, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 53, let's go. 53.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to go down again. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the run.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the twist. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. So now once again the Ravens will go for 2. Roberts has it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Try to get it to Landry there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Being chased out left. That he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Travis Carey. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go!
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Following the interception, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry!
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Regular. 180!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Patrick Owasor with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And the pressure gets to him again. Jihad Ward, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and